Oh boy, they did not waste any time getting this thing going. It is going to be Isaiah Fugate out there. And pitches ball. iPhone? Okay, so we're going to kind of figure out lineups and all that stuff. We didn't have time to even check on them. Here's Brock Matheny, grounder to shortstop, throw over, and a great start for the Eagles here in the top of the first. Matheny retired. So it'll be Matheny, Lozier, Stelsel to start things off for the Pirates. Okay. Yeah, we're doing fine. I gotta update this probably. Get you guys going full screen on the channel 22. All right, and it's ball one. Lozier. Outside, ball two. Pirates won game number one going away, 21-1. And Fugate and the Eagles looking to right the ship here in game number two. They have one out, and I'm sorry, the count now is 3-0 to Lozier. That one is high and tight. Ball four, a four-pitch walk, and Lozier will go to first, and Riker Stelsel will bat. So Grantsburg was home team in game number one. Now the Eagles are home team in game number two. Stevens is the first baseman holding on Lozier, who takes off for second, and the ball is, I think he called it a ball. Yeah, ball one, and kind of dropped by Gorecki. I think Gorecki is back behind. Yep, he's catching. So runner to second now for the Pirates. High and inside, ball two. So Hayden over at shortstop. That one is hit to Hayden. Actually passed him and into left field. They're going to challenge the arm early. No play at home, and it's an RBI single for Riker Stelsel. And the Pirates are on the board here, 1-0. And that'll bring up, I think, Levi Anderson. Pitch. Kind of fisted towards short. Riker had to wait for it. Slides in safely with his arms up, trying to kind of distract for the double play. And there's two outs. Now, Caden Matheny will bat. Runner on first, two away. One run is in. Stelsel with an RBI single, scored. Runner from second, the runner goes. That's popped up behind third. That's a tough play, and it lands in there. And Levi stopped at second. He was stealing on the play. He was stopping to see if it was caught, but there were two outs. So a bit of a base running miscue there. I would like to see him at least take a big turn. But instead, it's just station to station for Grantsburg. And with two away, that brings up Brock Bonneville. Fugate pitches, swung on, grounded to third. And Levi's going to get in trouble. He is out with the tag. Nothing he could really do there, and it's a quick inning. Though Grantsburg does score a run, 13 pitches for Fugate. That's incredible. One run came in, two runners were on, and three outs, and he still only pitched 13 pitches. That means Grantsburg was up there swinging, and Isaiah was up there hurling strikes. So that is going to do it for the top of the first. I'm going to say thank you to Northwood Tech. right, welcome back. Pirates get on the board early, but it's nothing like game one. In the first one, Grantsburg scored 8 in the bottom of the first inning. Here, they score 1 in the top of the first. They had the bats moving, but good defense by Unity squashes anything. Grantsburg left 2 runners on base. And it'll be Caleb Rombach pitching for Grantsburg here in game number 2. Again, the Pirates victorious in game number 1, gave them the outright victory, the conference championship of the West Lakeland Conference. So congratulations to the Pirates for that accomplishment. They are 10-0 now in the conference. Now looking for an undefeated season. They've got to get this one from Unity, and then they've got to beat Luck Frederick on Friday to do that. Oh, sorry. For Unity, it's Nadeau, Hayden, and Fugate. It's just how they started the last game as well. There's a couple of changes near the bottom. Actually, Stevens is, I think, the only change. McKenzie is being DH for this time instead of Schleissner. Here's the pitch from Rombach. That sails outside. Last time Caleb pitched, he got the shutout, but wasn't super sharp. Let's see if he can dial things in here. Ball 1 on his first offering. Caleb pitches out of the windup. That one is short, scooped by Riker. 2 balls and no strikes. Caleb working quickly. That one's lifted into left field. And it's over. Matheny, you don't see that too often. Chasing it down to the warning track. Looking for 3. Lozier throws it in. The play at third is not in time. A sliding triple as it gets past Brock Matheny in left field. A leadoff triple for Nadeau, and the Eagles are in business. They had a lot of guys get in scoring position, but nothing so quick in the first game. That one was roped. So a leadoff triple. I thought that was going to get caught. Just the wind is picking up again. That one is strike 1. The wind is definitely a factor, and the longer it's in the air, the more of an effect it has on the ball. And that time just misplaying it a little bit out and left. Here's the pitch. Grounder. It's in fair territory, but it was off of batter's foot, I believe. So it's just going to be a strike. Foul ball, nothing in 2. Riker has to deal with his shin guards. We're back at it again. No balls, 2 strikes. Rombach's going to go out of the set position here. And the pitch. That one is flared, and Caleb comes up with a catch. He ends up throwing it over to first anyway, so it's going to be a 1-3 play instead of catching it regardless, keeping the runner at third base. Hit the wrong button there. Still scoreless here. I'm sorry, still no score for Unity. And there's 2 outs. So can Caleb and the Pirates get out of the jam they found themselves in? Fugate with a ferocious swing. Oh, there's 1 out, just 1 out. That was the first out. Runner on third. The pitch sails. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oofta. That one's low away. Pitching around Fugate again, it looks like. 2 balls and 1 strike. He has shown that he is a clobber. He can really rake. He's to have gone at it for a while now. Here's the pitch. Just inside, try to bend that back. And really, I think when I said that, I was thinking more of Zach and last seniors, Isaiah. Here's the pitch, 3-1. Ripped, and that is deep and gone. A home run for Isaiah Fugate. He absolutely crushed it. A lot like the first one, the same spot as he hit the first one in the first game that was just a little bit short. This is a two-run homer for Isaiah Fugate, and the Eagles have the 3-1 lead. No, that should be 2-1. 2-1 lead. I was looking at the wrong thing, but what a monster shot for Isaiah Fugate. He got what he wanted, lifted it up into the jet stream, and I don't even know if it needed the wind on that one. That one was absolutely crushed. So a good start for the Eagles here to start game number 2. They lead 2-1 on an Isaiah Fugate blast. That had to be, I mean, it's 360, and that one probably one-hopped the doggone softball field. Wow. That was close to 380, I bet, maybe even more. What, Dad? Yeah, that was absolutely a major league swat. Big hit there by Fugate. And there's one away. Caleb, for some reason, starting out of the stretch, and it goes high and tight. He was complaining about his hips last time out. You don't usually see him. In fact, I've known him his whole life. He doesn't pitch out of the stretch very often. He's really having some trouble here. 2-0. Pitched a lot of pitches already. 13 pitches. That's all Isaiah Fugate pitched in the first inning. His pitch count up there. He's not looking all that comfortable either. What is happening? Caleb, one of the better pitchers around. He is really scuffling. Maybe getting rocked like that is in his head a bit. But it's 3-0 here to Mitchell. There he finds it. Strike one. And the pitch. Ripped. Past the second baseman into right field. Probably an opportunity there. It was hit pretty hard. Just gets past Ryder at second base.
Now batting number 18, Taylor Griffin.
So we've seen the ball jump off the bats here for Fugate. Grantsburg, who's normally really good defensively, have had a couple that are. Thought that one in left could have been caught, and that one there at second just missed. Strike one here. Oops, that's wrong too. Throw back, safe. 2-1. Unity has the lead here. Still just one out. Runner on first. Swing at a high fastball. He tried to hold back, but swung through on that checked swing. This is grippy. And then it's ball one. Christensen on deck. That might be the first home run I've seen at this field. I think it is. And that's a strikeout for Caleb Rombach. Coming back, having some tough start here. 20 pitches, now 2 outs, runner on first. That's his first strikeout. And Henry Christensen will bat. The freshman steps in. And the pitch. High and tight. Puts him to the ground. Swing and a foul. 1-1. Taking a long time looking down. And the pitch outside. Nothing, all the balls have not been particularly close to strikes. 2 balls and a strike. This is kind of what we saw last time out for Caleb. And here's the 2-1 to Christensen. Swing around, grounder. The first is in time. And there, Norman Jensen makes a good play and throws him out at first base. But damage done, Isaiah Fugate with a bomb, a 2-run homer, and that puts Unity in the lead. 2-1 here as we head to the top of the second inning. Unity 2, Grantsburg 1. You're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg and We Are Unity.
Physical Therapy and Balance Center offers professional staff that work and live in the community. With state-of-the-art technology, we help you regain confidence and independence. We are a physical therapy facility that also offers many other recovery services, including fall prevention, balance training, and dizziness disorder treatment. You have a choice in your physical therapy. Call us today so that we can help you love your life. Spelled differently because we are different.
No, that's
Straightened away. This game happened. I mean, I thought we were going to have a little bit more time between games to get set up. We're still kind of trying to get the lineups into the scorebook so Dad can keep scoring all that kind of stuff. Scoreboard, though, does say 2-1. Unity on top after 1. Grantsburg won game number 1, 21-1. This one started quite differently. 3 up for Grantsburg, Caleb Brombach, Ryder Anderson, and Norman Jensen, 7, 8, 9 in the lineup. Yeah, Brock grounded to third, and he made the play on the runner Levi. Here's the pitch. Taking strike 1 down the middle. Ball 1. Popped up. That's this way, and it's going to get out of play. Strike 2. Hang with that one, 2 hopper, and it gets through, and Caleb will get he'll get on probably an E6 there. It was going to be a tough play to get him at first, but probably an error. I don't know. We'll see. But making contact on a really good curveball by Fugate. And the leadoff batter is on for Grantsburg. Lead for Caleb. Pitch outside, ball 1. Go back to first. Not in time. One ball, no strikes here. That is just missed. Maybe low. This is Levi Anderson. The pitch popped up. Excuse me. It's Ryder Anderson. Fouled off. 2-1. Fugate looks over. And now he comes. Runner stays. Fouled away again by Riley. His count is even, 2-2, as the wind picks up a little bit here in the middle of game 2. Unity leads 2-1. Runner goes. Ball is inside. The throw down is not in time. And Caleb steals second base. I reached for my camera, but I came up empty. Ball called, so it's a full count now. To Ryder Anderson. Runner moves into scoring position, nobody out. Grantsburg was on a hit parade in game number 1. Here's the pitch. That's popped foul and out of play, I think. Chasing it down. Actually, it's in play, but he missed it over along the fence. That must have blown back in, and that's not surprising with the wind that we have blowing east to west today. But we've got blue skies. It's not exactly warm out, but it's not bone-chilling cold. If the wind wasn't going, it'd be a pretty nice day, as it turns out. Here's the pitch. Curveball, got him. He watched it cross the plate, and Fugate gets a strikeout. And there's one away, and now Norman Jensen bats. Runner on second. One out. There's the pitch. That's behind him, and the runner will take third. That's Caleb into third base on ball 1. So we've seen Fugate with that pitch. It bends a lot. That time just kind of got away from him, and it looked like it went behind Norman. And now Rombach 90 feet away with one out to try to tie the game. Here's the pitch. That one is also low. 2 balls and no strikes to Norman. Brock Matheny on deck. Norman, the number 9 batter. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher, Greppy. And it's 3-0 to Jensen. Jensen, a senior. He had hamburgers at his grad party. Yummy. 3-0. It's by. Caleb should be able to score as that ball skitters away. And the Pirates do get a run across here as Rombach reaches on an air, stole second, got the third on a pass ball, stole on a wild pitch. Actually, both of them I would say were wild pitches. So, Norman Jensen now on first base with one out. The score is knotted at 2 here in the bottom of the second, or top of the second inning, excuse me. And the pitch inside to Matheny. Ball 1. Brock grounded out to shortstop in inning number 1. That one is flared into right. Norman gets a decent read on it, but he's not going to be able to go past second. A single for Matheny. So one away, and runners at first and second, and now Dane Lozier. Dane did all right in game number 1. I'm sure he's glad there's another game to play. Runner on first and second. Dane really wants to get into one. That time it's inside and high and gets away, and another wild pitch, and the runners advance a base. So now runners in scoring position, second and third. 1 ball, no strikes. No, I know. Fugate sets, checks the runner at third. Runner takes off. A squeeze play, and he fouls it off. It was down in the zone, too, one that you want as a hitter, and that one is fouled off. So a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. It wouldn't be too surprising if Coach Pete goes for it again here. Will he let him swing away? Grantsburg has had 2 attempts at squeezes here in the 2 games and come up empty on both of them. That's too high. 2 balls and a strike. Two one. Low. Good stop. 3-1. And Riker Stelsel on deck. He took his shin guards off. Oh boy. The pitch. Runner's going to go home. It's going to be close. No, it's not. Diving home safely and awkwardly is Norman Jensen, but some part of his body touched home plate to score that one. And runner moves to third as well on the walk. Now Grantsburg leads 3-2. All right, Riker got away with it this time. Let's see if Dean's off and running on the first pitch. Let's see if Fugate checks him a little bit. First and third. Runner goes. Good jump. That's a strike, and they're not even going to pretend to do anything. And the stolen base or catcher's indifference for Dane Lozier. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third again. The pitch swung on and fouled. Riker batting himself in the helmet because he wanted that one. 0-2 now. Riker trying to see what he did at first at bat. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. Good stop. Single? Oh yeah, there it is. Got singled his first time up. He'd love to get another one here and drive in 1 or 2 runs. Good speed at second with Dane Lozier. Brock Matheny at third. He does rip one down the line, but he gets in front of it again. The line drive is foul, so we'll do the 1-2 again. Grantsburg's going 2 here in the top of the second inning and reclaiming the lead. They led 1-0 after half an inning. Fugate, crushed one to center. 2-run homer in the bottom of the inning. Now Grantsburg's come back. That one's ripped down the line, and it is a foul ball. Boy, Riker pulls the heck out of the ball. This isn't the first time he's absolutely raked, but foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes once again. Fugate sets and pitches. That's low and away. Ball 2. Good eye by Riker Stelsel. Just a freshman. He is already a very, very good baseball player. Nothing but that's ball 3 and great. He just kind of fell on that like a fumble. Took that in an unprotected area apparently. Jeez. I hope these guys are wearing stuff down there. We saw against Siren, guy get plunked where you don't want to get plunked, and it sure looks like he's an octave higher at the moment. he's still kind of praying there, it looks like. And the payoff pitch to Stelsel. Ground ball up the middle, and it is scooped. Hayden, the throw to first is in time. It's going to score a run. Riker hustling down the line. Good play by Hayden. He's pretty good shortstop here, but Grantsburg does get another run across, and a runner goes to third. Riker Stelsel almost beat that one out. But instead it's out number 2, but the Pirates do get another run. They're third of the inning. That's a big cut at a high fastball by Brock. No, this is Levi Anderson. 4-2, Grantsburg leads. Runner on third, 2 outs. Swung on, tipped by Fugate. It's going to be a tough play. Coming across the throw to first, not in time. And Anderson beats out the tough play. That's going to be an infield single for Levi Anderson, and another run does come across for the Pirates, and they've scored 4 here in the top of the second inning. Levi with a good lead. Caden Matheny will bat. Runner goes, swing, miss, throw down to second, not in time. Skitter's into center. Levi takes off late, might be a play. The throw to third is off the mark. And Levi Anderson is in at third base after a steal and a wild throw down. And the Pirates again have a runner 90 feet away this time with 2 outs. Strike was called 5-2 Grantsburg. Levi Anderson leads off third base. Fugate up 0-1 on Matheny. Here's the pitch. Looping curveball dives down, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. They're trying to get that last run across the pitch. That's low and in the dirt. And really late jump by Anderson. In fact, he has to go back to third base. An opportunity there for Grantsburg to get another run, but Levi couldn't see the ball. I think it was probably just blocked by the catcher. His view was blocked. He didn't know if the catcher had it, and by the time all was said and done, he was retreating back to third. Swung on, hit to short, and it scoots by the shortstop into the outfield. It's still going, and Caden's going to try for second, and he will be there. Yeah, that is a tough call. The inning continues. Caden makes it to second, and Grantsburg has scored 5 runs in the second inning. Henry Quintana will bat. Henry batting for somebody already, isn't he? Here's the pitch. He pops that one into shallow left, kind of in the gap, and it falls in there, diving, unable to come up with it. An RBI single for Henry Quintana. Just found the right spot that time. Yeah, Quintana batting for Bonneville. And now Caleb will get another crack at it. Runner on first. Grantsburg leads 7-1. The pitch. That one's lofted into center field. It's staying up in the air, and it is caught by the center fielder for the third out. But Grantsburg scores 6 runs in the second inning and have taken control of the game. 6 runs in the second inning, and Pirates now lead 7-2. I think I've been saying 7-1. I apologize. 7-2 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. We'll say thank you to Tech. I don't know what I did. We'll get that going again, guys. Appreciate all of our sponsors, and let's see if we can actually show an ad here. That one's not done yet, so we're gonna have to wait. We'll wait till the next half inning to try it. Yikes, Bob. How did that happen? I don't know, Dad. I don't know. All this new tech. I bet if I went to Northwood Tech, I wouldn't have any problems with any of this. But I did not. I went to a school in Iowa, so make of that what you will. Rombach out there for a second inning of work. He did scuffle in the first inning, including giving up a 2-run moonshot to Isaiah Fugate. Pitched 24 pitches. Usually he's in the 10 to 13 pitches per inning zone, so we'll see if he can dial it back in. His team has given him a 7-2 lead. So part of it was pitching, part of it was fielding, I'd have to say. Not that there was anything routine missed, but a couple of them that were, you know, seen these guys make the plays before. So this is Stevens, I believe, is the batter. Ball 1. Stevens, Olson, Majeski. 7, 8, 9 batters. Here's the pitch. Caleb starts off 2 balls and no strikes. His command is off. Back out of the windup though. Here's the pitch popped up. That should be playable. Caleb off the mound, and he will get the first out as he straddles the foul line halfway between home and third. There's one away.
Now batting number 12.
Not sure why I have that on there. There we go. One out, and now Olson. So William Olson will bat. And here's the pitch from Rombach. Finds the zone there, strike one. Good pitch on the outside corner, it looked like. Bit of heat on it. That one's way high. One ball, one strike to Olson. Caleb likes to move quickly. And here's the pitch. This is again. Balls and one strike. Strike 2 at the knees. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3. Looking good curveball there from Caleb Rombach, and there's 2 away. I think that's his first strikeout, is it, Dad? No, second strikeout. 2 strikeouts for Caleb, and there's 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning. And now Majeski, Sam Majeski bats. Strike 1. So what did I say? He had 24 pitches to start the inning. He's pitched 9 here in the second. A little bit better than the first inning. On deck batter, sloughing his duties on foul balls. Here's the pitch. Jeez, that was way outside. One ball, one strike. I guess that's a strategy. I mean, you never know where this pitch is going to go. That's what Randy Johnson used to do, I guess. Here's the 1-1. Slows it down, but still catches the corner outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now Caleb in control. 1 and 2, 2 outs. Slows it down, a little nubber in front. This is going to be a tough play. Riker to throw to first. Not in time, and it skips out of the glove anyway. Just a swinging bunt, and it's a base runner here for Unity. It's a good pitch. Good speed on the base paths by Majeski, and it brings back up, and they do. He hit a triple, a leadoff triple. That one was the one where it just looked like Brock misread it, and it got over him and then went almost to the fence. This one's cut at Norman there, throw to second, and that is it. Norman Jensen, nice play. Grantsburg gets out of the inning unscathed. No runs, 1 hit. 1 left on base at the end of 2 full. It's Grantsburg 7, Unity 2. You're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg.
My career journey started at Northwood Technical College. I'm a business management graduate, and I'm proud of my education here. I transferred to a 4-year college where I earned a bachelor's in management, then went on to law school. I'm now an attorney and chief operating officer of a sovereign nation wealth fund. I work remotely across the country providing business resources for 2 tribes. I chose to start my education at Northwood Tech because I could earn credits towards my bachelor's. All associate degrees have a 4-year path. Choose your path and experience success.
All right, back here. Let's see if we can get the softball game on. Oh, we can. Look at that. Look at that.
Right, 2.
Softball game is on. We'll listen to the game a little bit here.
She's still smiling and laughing. Oh, just a bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Number 9 batter, Avery Bovey. Got her on a changeup. Top of the order.
All right. Kendall Heffler. Now that she survived, her life flashing before her eyes over there.
Is that him on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's kind of funny. I noticed that the ads were on the exact same loop over there. That's kind of funny. So here we go. Ugh. Let's get this back running. Top of the third. Fugate in there for Unity. That was his 51st pitch, and it was ball one. Grantsburg scoring 6 runs in the top of the second inning. You have a 7-2 lead, ball two. Isaiah scuffling a little bit here. That one's low, ball three. So this is Levi Anderson. He'll be followed by Norman Jensen, and then Brock Matheny swinging a miss on the 3-0. I'm a little surprised he got the green light there, but we are kind of in that zone here. 7-2, not a blowout by any means, but Anderson will give it another shot. That one is inside. It might have hit him. So regardless, Levi gets on base.
Now batting number 19, Norman Jensen.
Norman Jensen takes gets strike one. This is Ryder Anderson. I think I said Levi. It's Ryder who drew the walk or got hit. Couldn't tell. That one's in the. Norman goes chasing one in the dirt, and it's 0-2. Ryder with a modest lead at first. Fugate looking in, now checking the runner, and he'll come forward. Big looper. That one is in the dirt. Ryder will turn at second, and he will steal second base. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Norman with a chance to drive a runner home. Norman with pretty good speed for a lineman. Part of that state team. That one is strike. First base is open. Runner's going to go to third. The ball is looped down. It does move the runner there, and it is an out, so the teams trade a base for an out, and there's one away here in the top of the third. And this is the top of the order. Brock Matheny will bat. Fugate delivers low. So Fugate strikes out Jensen for the first out. Here's the pitch. That one is blooped. That's going to be a tough, tough play, and it falls in there in no man's land. Good effort by Unity to try to track that one down, but that was a nice 9-iron to the green for Brock Matheny. And the Pirates score again. And now with the runner on first, 1 out, Dane Lozier bats. Dane has walked twice and scored 2 runs. Takes strike 1 on that one. Matheny off on first. The pitch, kind of an oops. And Fugate has no choice but to go to first there, and that's 2 outs. Just a swinging, or a check swing hit, and that's 2 away. Now Riker Stelsel. We'll see if he can keep it inside the third baseline when he creams them. Here is the pitch. Swings through that one, foul tip into the glove of Gurecki. Low and outside, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. That was the 65th pitch for Fugate. Certainly will go as far as he can here in this one, I'm sure. There's a foul ball in the third base side. Pulled it almost into the opening in the Unity dugout over there. One ball, 2 strikes. This is right where Riker wants him. Popped up down the third base line. Or no, it ends up over shortstop. And that is going to do it. So the Pirates add to their lead. They score 1 run. I think they got 1 hit and 1 left on. At the end of 2.5, Grantsburg 8. Unity 2. And we'll be back right after this. Isn't that such a sweet ad? That's a great ad from Physical. All right, we're in the middle of 3. Let's check on the softball game.
Oh, no. Oh, come back and got that one.
Like I said, nothing is guaranteed up there.
Nothing.
All right. Do I have any more?
Okay.
Nope. I think I'm done with commercials.
Are ya?
It's like, what is that?
All right, 1-1 over there in the bottom of the 5th. Here it's 8-2 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Rombach pitching for Grantsburg through 24 pitches in the 1st inning, settled down in only 13 in the 2nd inning. Henry Quintana in right field. Levi Anderson at short. Ryder Anderson, his twin brother, at 2nd. Caden Matheny at 1st. Norman Jensen at 3rd. And Dane in center. Brock in left. Riker Stelsel is catching. Here's the pitch. That is high. I don't think Caleb has thrown a strike to the leadoff batter yet. This is Hayden. Strike 1. Hayden was the first out of the first inning, grounded out to, well, Caleb almost made the catch off the mound. Here's a pitch. Strike 2. Looked like he may have trapped it and then threw to first for the out, and then the next batter hit a 2-run homer, swinging a foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count remains. So Fugate looms. He's crushed the ball tonight. Might pitch around him here, especially if there's a runner on. Here's the pitch. There will not be a runner on as Caleb pulls the string and gets the first out of the inning, his 3rd strikeout. And there's 1 away. Fugate 1 for 1. We've talked about it a few times. That one saw where the moon landing was before it came back, and Caleb avoids him completely on pitch number 1, low and away. like to see Caleb challenge him here. It's a comfortable lead. Go after him. Let him try there. He does. And it's pulled. Oh, and Norman has it go off his glove into left field, so that'll be an error charged to Jensen, and Fugate is on. That'll bring up Mitchell.
Next batter is number 19, Bennett Mitchell.
Bennett Mitchell will bat. Single and was stranded at first. In the first. Throw back to first. Pitch. Grounder down the line, and that's going to trickle foul. Nothing in one. Caleb making a mistake. He's out of the windup. He steps off and gets into the stretch. Back to first. Ooh, good pickoff. Safe at first, diving back and getting back safely is Fugate. That was a good pickoff right where it needed to be. Good job by Fugate to read it quickly and get back. Here's the pitch. Strike. Two strikes now to Mitchell. One on, one out. Pirates lead by 6. And Caleb making Fugate dive back again. Rombach sets. Slide step, pitch, swing, miss, throw him out. Strike him out, throw him out is not happening as the throw down was off target, but it is a strikeout for Rombach. There's 2 away. Caleb loves that pickoff at second, swing and a miss, and don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like Caleb is in a rhythm now, a little bit. Even Isaiah being on was an error. Here's pickoff to second. He is safe back at second. Good read by Fugate because Caleb has picked off a couple guys this year leaning on that pickoff play. So good job, Isaiah. I'm really impressed with how he's been playing tonight. Here's the pitch. That one is lifted deep short, actually, right to the shortstop, Anderson. And that is the third out. Everybody was kind of looking at the scoreboard. That is the third out. So no runs, no hits, 1 left on base at the end of 3. Grantsburg leads 8-2. You're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg, and we are Unity.
My career journey started at Northwood Technical College. I'm a business management graduate, and I'm proud of my education here. I transferred to a 4-year college where I earned a bachelor's in management, then went on to law school. I'm now an attorney and chief operating officer of a sovereign nation wealth fund. I work remotely across the country providing business resources for 2 tribes. I chose to start my education at Northwood Tech because I could earn credits towards my bachelor's. All associate degrees have a 4-year path. Choose your path and experience success.
All right, let's see what's going on in the softball game while these guys warm up.
1-1. Hey. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Let's see if Piper can get us out of this one here.
Yeah. Foul ball.
Sorry, I accidentally took that down at the wrong time. But a barn burner over there, 1-1.
Wind's got something to do with that, too.
Maybe. Donald Central and Grantsburg going at it over on the softball field. Grantsburg and Unity are supposed to play tomorrow as well, softball. Hopefully the weatherman is wrong and we get a beautiful day tomorrow. This one's turning out to be pretty darn nice. The clouds are about gone, and it's not warm, but it's not cold. And the wind even takes a break once in a while. So
Leading off for the Pirates for 21, Levi Anderson.
So here we go, the top of the fourth inning. Levi Anderson will bat. And the pitch, just missing, ball one. Levi, what did he do there? What's that? Got to decipher. Okay, fielder's choice in the first, singled in the second, takes ball two here. Levi scored in the second inning as well. Takes that one just outside of where he wanted to swing. 2 balls and a strike. Fugate sets, and that's his 71st pitch. It's grounded down the third baseline, but just foul. So 2-2 now. A little deliberate here. Now he comes to the plate. That one's low, ball 3. Full count now to Anderson. Maybe Anderson, Caden Matheny, and Henry Quintana scheduled. That one's in the dirt in front of the plate, so not competitive there. And Levi will take a leadoff walk. Isaiah now up to 73 pitches. His counterpart, Caleb Rombach, is at 49, and Isaiah is going to be done here tonight. They have a game. They have a game against Clayton Turtle Lake on Friday. I wonder if that is factoring into this decision. Isaiah Fugate is out. He's looking like he's going to go to the bench, perhaps. Maybe he's going to switch gloves, I bet. Because he's at 73 pitches, he's got to stay below 75. I think it's going to be 3 days rest. And since this is a Monday now, he's going to have enough time to rest so that he can pitch on Friday. That's kind of my guess. It looked like it was a little bit preordained there. And now we're going to see William Olson. I think he's a freshman also. Come in to pitch. I'm going to double check on that. Yeah, he is a freshman. So Isaiah Fugate, his night is over. Pirates tag him for 8. Certainly not all of them earned. And now Olson will come in. He's a lefty. And it does maybe look like Fugate is done for this game. He hasn't come back. Oh, no, he did come back to third base. Okay. He's in at third. Well, we have some warming up. Well, it looks like there's not much action on the looks like it's between innings. So let's see what's going on over there. That's an interesting game. 1-1.
Sorry.
She's ready to go in
Still.
and
Sorry, folks. We, we got to ooh and ah over the baby when we see her. Like I said, I didn't print off brackets. I don't know what I was thinking today, but the Pirates got a number 1 seed, so they will have a first round bye. They
So
will
yeah,
play the
looks
winner.
like warming up a relief pitcher out there for Grantsburg, and it looks like it's Piper Olson. So you gotta like Grantsburg trying to get some good competition here as they gear up to try to make it back down to Madison. Try to get back to state. They were so close last year. Made it the year before, won it the year before that. Now they're up a division, and they'll be potentially playing Unity down the road. And here's the pitch, fouled away by Matheny. So a definite change of pace here in pitching with Olson. Olson, the lefty, little slider than Fugate. That one's ripped down the third base line. Backhanded by Fugate. The throw to second is off the mark, and he is safe at second base. Pulled him off the bag, and Levi ends up helping the umpire call the safe call, I guess. And there's runners on first and second. Caden safe on the fielder's choice.
0-0.
Henry Quintana bats now. And it'll be Caleb Rombach on deck. Runners on first and second, nobody out. That one's lofted up there and misses high. We're in the top of the fourth inning. This is a double header, so Grantsburg was the home team in the first one. They won 21-1. And in this one, Unity is the home team. There's a pitch in the dirt. Great, nice stop. Used his face mask on that one, it looked like. But I think Unity's not in the position they want. I think they wanted Isaiah to maybe get one more inning, maybe be able to close this one out, but had to pull him with 73 pitches to save him for Friday is my guess. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Henry, mighty cut, way out in front. And it's 2-2 now. Sorry, 2-1. 2-1. Got what he wanted on that 2-0 pitch. Here's a 2-0, 2-1, and it's in the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Henry, the number 6 batter in the order. I think Bonneville got to bat the first time through. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Grecki with another stop. So a walk for Olson to start his. Actually, it was a 2-walk. Is it 2? No, it was a fielder's choice, right? Fielder's choice, and now a walk. And now Caleb Brownback comes to the plate. Caleb comes up. What did he do his first time? Struck out? Oh, he singled and flew out. So 1 for 2 for Rombach. He'd love to drive him in. Infield is in. Swinging a foul straight back. He was out in front of that one. But aggressive early, and we can't be mad about that, can we, Dad? Bases full of Pirates. Nobody out. Infield in, trying to cut off the run at home. Takes a check swing outside, ball 1. Major league take there from Caleb Rombach, as he would say. One ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, a big swing, but again out in front of it. And he's got his swing is a little bit casting, as they would call it. So we'll see here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss! And he is out on strikes, out in front of all 3 of the swings.
Now batting number 22, Ryder Anderson.
I think it was a foul tip, so got a piece of it, but not enough to put it into play, and there's 1 down. Anderson out in front. It is tough. You go from Fugate, who throws probably, high 60s, low 70s, and Olson here probably low 60s, it looks like to me. So you got to kind of calibrate down. There's Henry, gets underneath one. That'll score a run, and it is caught in center field. 1 run will come across on the sac fly, and now there's 2 outs. Pirates do add to their lead, though. It is 9-2. Grantsburg on top, and there's 2 outs.
Number 19, Norman Jensen.
Now Norman Jensen, number 9 batter. Olsen, the lefty, delivers. Swing and a miss. Sounded like you got a piece of that one, too. All these guys are so in front of these pitches. I see Norman is he's moved up in the batter's box. They just have to let the pitches come. That one's low. 9-2, Grantsburg leads. They scored 1 in the first, 6 in the. Well, now I'm confused. Inside. So they scored 1 in the first, 2, 4, 6 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 here in the fourth. Trying to get that 10-run cushion. Here's the pitch outside. 3-1. I think Norman walked earlier and struck out. Walked and scored a run. Struck out looking last inning. 3-1. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. And he takes it for strike 2. Good pitch there by Olsen to stay in it here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners should be taking off with the pitch. And that would mean a potential 2 runs on a base hit. Runners go. That one is ripped into center field. Might have too much air, backing up and making the catch. In center field, nice play out there by, I've got the wrong thing pulled up. Actually, I don't. Olsen was out there, wasn't he? Yeah, I don't know who it is out there now. Anyway, nice catch out in center field. Yeah, I didn't see who came in center field. Olsen was out there, but Grantsburg does get another run across. And at the end of 3.5, the Pirates have a 9-2 lead. Caleb Rombach back out there. Let's go check on the softball game again. That one is intriguing. It was 1-1 last time we looked.
Steps up here. 1 away, runner in scoring position. Strike 2. Yes. I tell you, it's pretty intense, Mom.
It is.
Well, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away, runner on scoring position on second base. That is Kendall.
What?
I don't know who her mom is out there on second base.
No, that's Kenley.
Ken Lee, sorry. Oh, there you hit!
Why?
Oh!
Kenley. Oh, no.
Nice single right there. Should have moved her up.
She was worried they were going to catch and she had to tag.
Wow, what a game over there.
22, Henry Christensen.
Henry Christensen will lead it off, and Stevens, then Olsen. Rombach in there for his 4th inning of work. And that one is ripped down the line. It's a fair ball just out of the outstretched glove of Norman Jensen. Good hit there by Christensen, and there's a leadoff base hit. That's how you jump on a early in the count fastball. Bottom of the order, you know you're going to get fastballs, so jump on it, and that time he ripped it down the third base line. Here's the pitch, high to Stevens. Safe at first. Caleb's not afraid to try picking people off. Rombach ready. Here's the pitch. Low. Throw down to first. Not in time. 2-0 to the batter, Stevens. And Caleb again working from behind. That one's low. We called it a strike? Okay. Looked like it was low, but it is a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, I gave up on it, but 2-1. That is clearly high and away. 3-1. See if Caleb can come back here. Bottom of the order, number 8 guy. You would hate to lose him. Here's the 3-1. And I aimed that one and lost it. That's what happens. Now the first 2 guys are on. One with a single and one with a walk. And number 9 batter to the plate. Oh, and I'm sorry, number 8 batter, Olson. Yeah, I was wrong. Started with the 6 batter, Christensen with the single, Stevens, and now Olson. 2 on, nobody out for the Eagles. Missing high and maybe outside. Caleb scuffling a little bit. This will be his 57th pitch, so not terrible, not in any kind of danger zone here. Looking, he will not go back. Only because the guy was only a foot off the base. They looked like they were going to try to run a play there. Rombach looking back. He stops at the top. He absolutely flies one to throw down to third. He's in time, though. Oh, my gosh. He couldn't have drawn it up any better. That is that's called home field advantage there. As that bounces hard off of the backstop, the 2x12s. And now Pete is out to talk to the umpire. Did the Pirates score? Since we have a bit of a break and we have a bit of a delay, let's watch the end of this Pirates game here.
0-2 count.
And Pete's out talking.
There it is! There it is! Call the game. Call the game.
Oh, wow.
That's it. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. Holy.
Well, congratulations to the Pirates. They a walk-off triple there to beat McDonald Central, and now I'm not exactly sure what the delay is about here. What's going on here? Do you know?
They got the guy at second.
No, they got the guy at third. I know that. Here's the pitch. Pitch is high. It's now 3-0 to the batter. This is Majeski. The pitch. Jeez, a 4-pitch walk to Majeski after flying one high over Riker. It bounced off the 2x12s right back to Riker, who was able to gun him down at third. Norman with the tag and now force in play, but Caleb looking real rough out there. And that was Olson. Now it's Majeski. Single, okay, single and out at second. Here's the pitch, swinging a foul, strike 1. That was flirting high, but at least it was competitive for Caleb on pitch number 1. Here's the 0-1. Big looper, and it hit him. So hit the number 9 batter in the lineup, and now it brings up the top of the order. Grantsburg up 9-2. Caleb kind of scuffling here. Not sure what he's trying to accomplish with some of this. Now Ledoux is up, hit a triple earlier in the game. Wind is back at it again. It's blowing east to west pretty hard. Here's the pitch. Missing high. Pete does not want to go to the bullpen. I'm sure of that. But I did see Lewis Anderson warming up. Caleb quickly. There's a strike. 1-1. Actually, Lewis is at first. I didn't realize that. Caden is out of the game. That one's fouled away. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases full of Eagles this time. 1 away. And the specter of Isaiah Fugate looms in a couple of batters. Grantsburg needs to get out of this before he comes to the plate. Oh, he helps him out and strikes him out at a high fastball, and there's 2 away. And now Hayden comes up. Isaiah Fugate on deck. If anything, if this game's going to get close again, it'll be right in this general vicinity. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Strike 1. Got the low call. Nothing in 1. 2 outs. Grantsburg up by 7. But just thinking about it, if Hayden gets on, that's Grantsburg up by 6, and then Fugate, who blasted one into the softball field earlier. Boy, good play by Riker Stelsel, saving a run probably there, because that was at such an angle that was going to miss the 2x12s on the backstop. See if Rombach can settle in here. He does and gets a strike. It's feast or famine for the young sophomore. 68th pitch. I didn't see it happen on that throw down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big pitch coming up here for both squads. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he gets out of it. That was a big strikeout for the Pirates as the bases were loaded and Fugate was on deck, but they get out of it giving up nothing, except giving the old man a bit of some heart palpitations. 9-2 is the score. Clouds seem to be coming back in a little bit. Yeah, they're coming in from the west, but actually no, the wind's blowing that way. It's blue skies and sunshine for the rest of this one, you guys. Congratulations to the Grantsburg Pirates softball team. Walk-off winners, a 4-1 victory. It was 1-1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. I didn't see who came up with it, but it was a bases-clearing triple with the bases loaded. So 3 runs came in, and the Pirates victorious over McDonald Central. And pretty cool. Here's the standings not updated after the first game this afternoon. Grantsburg was victorious 21-1 in the first one, moving them to 10-0 and giving them the outright conference championship. Congratulations to Coach Pete Johnson and the Grantsburg Pirates for securing that. Now they're looking to go undefeated in the conference at 10-0. They have 2 games left. This one, and then on Friday against Luck Frederick. They're in control here, 9-2. Should they score 3 runs here and hold unity, it'll be a 10-run rule in the 5th. Top of the order for Grantsburg coming up. Brock Matheny, Dane Lozier, and Riker Stelsel. Brock, let's see, is 2 for 3 today. Grounded out to short in the first, singled and scored a run in the second, and singled in the 3rd inning. Olson pitching. His first full inning of work, I think, if I remember. Yeah, his first full inning. Grantsburg was having some trouble kind of timing him up. So we'll see if they've made some adjustments with the bat. Oops. Here's Brock Matheny against Olson. Ball one. It is the top of the fifth. I was goofed up there. Swing and a miss. Swing and a foul. Swing and a foul. Trying to get this back to normal. There we go. One ball, one strike to Matheny. Found the outside corner. Matheny can't believe it. Not sure if he didn't like the call or that he let that go. Either way, 2 strikes on him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Olson delivers. Strike 3. Matheny goes down looking. Yeah, that's been a strike for 2 games. Good job by Olson to find that and get the strikeout. Now Dane Lozier. He bats with nobody on and 1 out. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Way out in front of that one. Second base has it for the second out. And that brings up Riker Stelsel. Stelsel singled in the first, grounded out in the second, and popped up in the third. Swing and a miss. Pirates are swinging hard. They're just out in front of everything here. Just must be really hard to wait on these pitches. If they do, they'll be all right. Ball one. 1-1. One ball, 2 strikes. Olson out of the windup. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down here in the 5th inning. Wind died down just a little bit. That one's inside. Ball 3. Full count now to Stelsel. And it's Levi Anderson on deck. And ball 4. So a 2-out walk, and Stelsel will go down to first base. And Anderson will bat. Levi 1 for 2 as a single and a walk. Reached on a fielder's choice as well. Scored 2 runs. Popped up foul, and that's going to reach the seats. Strike 1. Stelsel at first with a decent lead, actually pretty short lead. He stays there. Popped up again, just absolutely lunging through that one, and popped up and out number 3. See these guys really changing, some of them changing their swing a little bit because of the slower pace of the ball. And that does it for Grantsburg. No runs, no hits, 1 left on base at the end of 4.5. Grantsburg has a nice lead, but we're going to at least 6 innings here. 9-2 is the lead for the Pirates. What's that? Yeah. Caleb Rombach back out there to pitch for Grantsburg. He's pitched 69 pitches, and The Eagles left. The bases juiced in the 4th inning with Isaiah Fugate on deck. Caleb was able to come back and strike him out, but it has not been the easiest night for Rombach on the hill, though he does have, let's count these up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 strikeouts through 4 innings, so that's a good clip, but in 69 pitches through 4 innings, that's still right around the 16, 17 pitches per inning. You want to see that a little lower, but yeah, about 17 pitches per inning for Caleb. He's had a couple quick innings and a couple laborious innings. So Fugate will lead things off here for the Eagles. Fugate, Mitchell, and Greppi. It's the 3-4-5 batters for Unity. If they're going to do something, you got to do it now, it seems. The wind is blowing out. In the first game, Fugate put one off the top of the fence. In the next game, he put it over the fence by 20 feet in height in the same exact spot. Now he's leading off here, Rombach versus Fugate. The pitch popped high in the air, fly ball, and a left center. Dane Lozier there and makes the catch. It did do a little hoop-de-doo on him with that wind, but 1 pitch, 1 out. That has to be a big sigh of relief for Rombach and the fielders. Mitchell now bats. A little bit high. 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout for Mitchell. Rombach working quickly. Strike. Yeah, pound that low outside corner. It's a tough pitch to hit, and the umpire's been good with it for both teams. That one sails across high. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled away. 2-2. Pirates would love to get out of this inning quickly. Few pitches. Here's the 2-2. Popped up, and it is going to land foul. And geez Louise, you guys. I'm guessing you can hear Dane out in center. We gotta dive for those. And count remains 2-2. Caleb up to 75 pitches. So he is basically out against Luck Frederick on Friday. The pitch almost enticed him to swing. Ball 3. 3-2 now. And Caleb's hat falls off again. Kid needs a haircut. And here's the payoff pitch. Strike 3. Caught him looking. And that is 7, Dad? 7 strikeouts for Rombach. That one was a nice pitch. Started over the plate and just caught the corner. That beautiful outside corner. Both teams have been living out there. That's nubbed. There's Norman. The throw to first is on time and on target. And that was a good inning for the Grantsburg Pirates. 3 up, 3 down. Took only 9 pitches for the Pirates to get in and out of that one. As we head to the top of the 6th inning, Grantsburg leads 9-2. You're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg and We Are Unity. So the Pirates looking pretty good in this one as well. Leading on, it's the bottom of the, no, it's not. It's Matheny, Quintana, Rombach. Yeah. For the top of the sixth, yeah, it's okay. Top of the sixth inning. Nine to 2, Grantsburg leads. I'm gonna put my hood up. Yeah. So nice day here. Pirates clinching the West Lakeland in game number 1 and game number 2. More competitive game. It's been a fun one to watch. Seen some pretty good pitching. Some timely hits for the Pirates. But it's, oh gosh, can I get, come on. There's Fugate dancing. Where'd he go? Oh gosh, there he is. He was dancing. Let's see if we can catch him again. Yeah, there he goes. I talked to Isaiah in the basketball season after the Grantsburg game down there, and it was a close game. Unity probably should have won that game, and just talking to him afterwards, like, gosh, that was a crazy game, wasn't it? And I thought he'd be down. I thought, just the way that had happened, but he's like, hey, it's just a high school basketball game. Like, I want to be like you when I grow up. So here we go into the top of the sixth inning, 9-2 Grantsburg. And here's the pitch. That's driven in the hole between short and third. Lewis Anderson rounds first. And he gets a one-pitch single. He timed it up nicely. Grantsburg's been having such a hard time timing up Olson, but there.
0 in your program, number 1 in your heart. Henry Quintana.
He kind of taught him what was going on. Told him how to hit. Here's Quintana batting. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Lewis is going to go, and the challenge is on. He is safe at second base. Good awareness by Anderson. Not one you typically expect to take off like that, but he got in there, and he's at second base. It's getting a little darker here. Sun is kind of going behind some clouds. So that was ball 1 to Quintana. Anderson at second. Olson checks him, and now the freshman delivers. Quintana steps into it but does not pull the trigger. Instead, it's strike 1 called. 1-1 to Henry. The pitch, grounded foul. Decent little pitch there by Olson that had a little break and broke towards the batter. Pete just threw the ball in and it short hopped the pitcher, and he got real fired up at himself, pretty upset with himself. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Henry. Olson ready, and he delivers. Swing and a miss on a slow curveball. Had him out over his skis on that one, and there's one away. Now Caleb Rombach will bat, to runner in scoring position. What's Caleb done? He struck out last time up. He's 1 for 3. Scored a run. Here's the pitch. Waits on it a little bit, still hits it off the nub of the end of the bat. Having some trouble timing him up. 0-1. Olson's come in and done a pretty nice job. I think he's only given up 1 run. Here's the 0-1. Misses badly, gets to the backstop, and Lewis hobbled into third base and then almost tripped over third base. It looks like he was holding his hammy there. Hopefully he's okay. 1 ball, 1 strike to Caleb. Now a runner 90 feet away. A base hit will get him across. Here's the 1-1. That one is drilled to left center field. That is going to hit the gap and bounce to the fence. Rombach rounding second. He's going to try. No, he's going to stop. I thought he was going to try for third, and he absolutely crushes one to the gap. Looked like his older brother a little bit on that one. Drives in the run, gets a double. His second extra base hit of the day. And the Pirates have a 10-2 lead. Yeah, he timed him up nicely, hit it to the gap. And now Ryder Anderson will try to swap spots with him, takes ball 1. 10-2, Grantsburg looking for a couple more runs here in this inning and then try to hold the Eagles in the bottom of the 6th and get away with a 10-run rule after 6. That one's high and away. Always keeping our eye on Caleb at second too. He likes to run. He's a runner. Tries to catch people napping a little bit. Olson checks him. Modest lead at second. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Ryder saw Cooperstown in his future on that one. Here's the 2-1. Check swing, strike 2. Yeah, low outside corner. Try to brighten this up a little bit. Yeah, that's a good pitch. Count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner on second, 1 out. That's a ball and it skitters away. Caleb was about halfway to third. 3-2, first base is open. It's a little too much, isn't it? Exposure. Let's cool it off a little bit. There we go. And the payoff pitch from Olson. Oh, got him on that sinking fast, whatever that was. Strikeout looking, and there's 2 away.
Number 19, Norman Jensen.
Norman Jensen now, number 9 batter. What's Norman done? Walk, strikeout, flyout. 0 for 2 for Norman. Base hit would probably score Caleb from second. Takes that one, just bending in there. The lefty brought it in from the outside, right down Main Street. Ten to 2, Grantsburg. And he's going to step off, make Caleb go back to second base. Olson sets and fires. Swung through by Jensen. 0-2. And 2 outside. Hammy? Okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 to Norman. In the dirt inside, ball 2. 2-2. Olson taking his time. Now he's on the rubber, looking in, gets the sign. Puts the feet together. He's coming home. That one's high and outside. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. First base empty. Caleb Brombach on second base. If Olson gets out of this, we're going 7. Olson fiddling in his glove, probably a breaking ball. And it's inside, ball 4. That was close, but the inning continues. Now runners on first and second, and the top of the order is up. Brock Matheny comes to the plate. That was 52 pitches for Olson in relief. Matheny's been to the plate 4 times. He grounded out 1, 2, 3, 2 for 4. 2 singles, a run scored, a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Outside. Now we can turn the ambient mic back on, can't we? Olson sets, checks the runner back a little bit, and delivers. Swing and a miss, and you could just see Brock holding back as best he could on that one. It's guys trying to time this up. Some have found some success now. Brock takes that swing, maybe recalibrate a little bit here. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Swing and a miss. That one might have just fooled him. The 10-run is on first base. Thomas Jensen. He picks up mightily. And here's the 1-2 from Olson to Matheny. Ripped on the third base line, picked up, bobbled, taken, and out at third, beating Rombach. Fugate got that one. It was a good rip by Matheny, but Fugate there, and he had to force at third, and that does it for Grantsburg. They do get a run across, and now lead 10-2 in this one. I didn't see anybody warm up, so I would expect Caleb to come out for the 6th inning. Where are they in the order? 7, 8, 9. Is it 6, 7, 8? So 6, 7, 8 batters for Unity. Grantsburg looking to just get in there and throw some strikes. Christensen, Stevens, and Olson, and then Majeski if the inning continues. Actually, Caleb is out, and Adam Handy is out on the mound. So Caleb's day is done. Levi stays at short, so Rombach will sit. Little surprised about that because he pitched 78 pitches. He's kind of in no man's land. He did pitch 100 pitches last time out, so probably maybe trying to, since this is going to go 7 innings, perhaps he's just thinking, let's get Handy some time and ask Adam Handy to come in and finish this thing off next 2 innings. An 8-run lead for Grantsburg.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're 2 for 8 in the bottom 4 in the order. So maybe
2 for 8 in the bottom 4. Okay.
Maybe they're just giving Anderson.
Yeah. How many strikeouts did Caleb end with? 7? All right. So Caleb's night is over. He gives up 2 runs in his 5 innings, 7 strikeouts. Those runs were definitely earned. One was a triple, and one was a home run. 2-run homer. That's it for the Eagles through 5. Now we head to the bottom of the 6th, and it is the bottom of the 6th. Grantsburg, this is a doubleheader, so Grantsburg was home in the first game. Unity home here, and Adam Handy, a first pitch swinging strike, fouled away back behind the backstop. Andy. Check swing did not go. Ball one. No appeal down to first. Yeah, now there is. And didn't see a call, but it is ball one. 1-1. There's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So we're surrounded. Norman at third base and Henry in right field are the two chattiest guys. Swing and a miss, and Handy comes in and strikes out batter number 1. 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting number 35, Andrew Stevens.
Andrew Stevens bats. 0 for 2. No, he walked. 0 for 1. He walked a couple innings ago. There's strike 1. Handy pitching well. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. He's pitched 6 pitches. Struck out 1 guy and is 0-2 on the next. See if he'll go right at him. He does. Swinging a foul. So the count remains 0-2. Andy ready and delivers. Swing and a miss. Adam Handy's come in and struck the first 2 guys out. And that brings up Will Olson. Olson struck out looking in the 2nd, reached on a walk in the 4th inning. That one misses, a little bit low, ball 1. Just missing inside, ball 2. Olson looking to extend this inning. He's up 2-0. 2-1 now. Good location there by Handy. Handy, a junior. He's pitched a handful of times this year. He's out of the windup. And that is very close, but misses. 3 balls and a strike now to Olson. Swing and a foul. So a full count here to Olson. It's Majeski on deck. Payoff pitch. Nope. All 4. So 2 strikeouts and a walk here for Adam Handy, and we do get to see Sam Majeski this inning. The number 9 batter comes to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on. He singled in the 2nd and was hit by a pitch in the 4th. So he's been on base both times. Runner on first, 2 away. That's in the dirt. Riker has a little trouble, goes and picks it up. He's going to throw it down, and it goes into center field. They're going to run some more. An ill-advised throw down. There's just no way you're going to get that guy going to second, and now another base achieved for Olson. Good base running by Will Olson there to take the extra base. Riker's just got to have that internal clock and know, like, that just isn't going to fly. So now, Unity with a chance to get a run across here and tighten the gap. Popped up, though. That should be Adam Handy right near the mound, and he does make the catch. So nothing hurt there on the misplay down to second, and Grantsburg continues to lead the game 10-2 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. The clouds are certainly coming in now. Okay, 2, 3, 4 batters for Grantsburg due up. We'll see if they get subbed out for, or if they get to hit. I don't have a charger. I do have a charger in here. Okay. Just want to take a look at the weather here. Looks like it's going to start raining potentially, and I did know that was in the forecast. Yeah, we're 50% chance of rain starting at 8 o'clock, so might have a little bit of time here. According to the old AccuWeather, and they wouldn't lie, would they? No, the radar does show we're gonna get some more rain. I don't think that's a problem, as long as we don't have it during the game here. So it'll be Lozier, Stelsel, and Levi Anderson, the 2, 3, 4 batters for Grantsburg. They're due up. See if anybody gets to pinch hit here. I don't know why we're taking so long between innings this time. Olsen back out to pitch for Unity. This is taking a while to get going. The Clouds have certainly accelerated their appearance here. Looks like we're just about ready to throw down. We head to the top of the 7th now. Dane Lozier bats. Fouled away, strike one. Let's see, Dane walked twice in his first 2 plate appearances, then he grounded the pitcher and then flew out. So he's 0 for 2 here in this one. But he's been on a couple times and scored both times he was on. Here's the pitch. Out in front and fouls that one away, 0-2 now.
Anxious hitters.
No balls and 2 strikes here to Lozier as Olsen has the ball and he's going to pitch out of the windup. The lefty delivers outside. Trying to catch that corner, but got away from him a little bit that time. So Stelsel is still on deck, so he's batting in his spot. Olsen's pitch. Inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That was his 60th pitch, so he'll be all right for the rest of the game. Here's the pitch, inside, and it's full now. Top of the 7th inning. Much different game than the first one. Grantsburg won the first one 21-1. This one 10-2. Unity did have a lead briefly in the first inning. Grantsburg scored 1 in the top, And then Isaiah Fugate had a 2-run homer in the bottom of the inning. That one's ripped towards the gap. No, it's caught, plucked out of the air. Out in left field by Nadeau. We've seen him flash some leather here today. That time taking an extra base hit away from Dane Lozier. Good catch out in left field, and that's one away. Riker Stelsel now bats. That one misses outside, ball 1. This is Riker's fifth appearance, single, out, pop up, walk. So 1 for 3 with a walk, fouled away. 1-1. 1-1. And the pitch. Grounder, left side, Fugate. Missed it. Through his wickets. And that's going to be a reached on error for Grantsburg. And courtesy runner in. That's a good call. I think Justin Kwolek's going to be able to come in and run for Riker Stelsel. Riker the catcher, you want to get him ready to go so we can get this bottom of the 7th going quick. And it is Kwolek. Grabbing a helmet, coming into play. You can tell just how dark it is. I've already made it is a little bit brighter. I'll do it again, but it's getting dark here in Grantsburg. Dad said he thought he heard some thunder. That one is a little high. Levi Anderson batting. Struck out the last time he was up. Modest lead for Kwolek. And they're going to throw to first, and he is completely dazed at first base. He didn't move until the ball was in his glove. Okay. One ball and no strikes to Anderson. Oh, and that one gets away from him. To the backstop it goes, 2-0. Yeah, I was gonna do this. See if I can brighten this up any. That's as bright as I can make it. It's still kind of dark. That one is lifted to center field. Back and making the catch in center field is. Doggone it. They brought Olsen in from center. And I don't know who went out there, but he's made a couple of catches and has done a nice job. So let's see. I bet I could figure it out because Fugate went to third, so the third baseman was Majeski. I bet it was Majeski out there in center field. That's going to do it for the top half of the 7th inning. Now Grantsburg needs 3 outs before Unity gets 8 runs. And we will be out of here. Grantsburg won game number 1. Looking for the doubleheader sweep. They played a couple doubleheaders in the last week. They took on Webster here last week. Got that sweep. Yeah, and last week, during that Webster game, the first one, my laptop shut down because it was overheating, because it was so hot. Right now, current temperature here in Grantsburg is 46. Real feel 42. It's literally 50 degrees colder than it was this time last week. Real feel. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The real feel is 50 degrees colder than it was. That's life in Northwest Wisconsin for you. Hey, a quick turn of events here. A quick turn here as we get to the bottom of the 7th inning. I see Henry Quintana looking at birds in right field. Hopefully he brings it back here soon. He's talking to him. All right, top of the order here for Unity. Nadeau into Hayden, into Fugate. Andy back out to pitch. That's low. Andy works. That is a strike. Pirates go to Luck Frederick on Friday, and then the Eagles host Clayton Turtle Lake on Friday. That's too high. The seedings come out this weekend, I think Sunday. So I'll have those for you when they come out. Fouled away, strike one. Strike two, excuse me. Two balls, two strikes. Flailed at that one, fouled it away, stays 2-2. I think Nadeau actually was the center fielder. Wasn't he wearing the coat out there? I think he was. Well, regardless, the 2-2 swing and another foul. It is getting cold, Dad. Oh my gosh, I did not think we were going to have a game like this again this year. This is like the beginning of the year. 2-2 again. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter in the inning and in the lineup, Nadeau. Lost him, ball 4. Second walk issued by Handy, and the leadoff batter, a leadoff walk. He was ahead. Good effort by Nadeau here, and see if there's any movement on the base paths. Handy sets, checks the runner, and comes home. Got it at the knees. Strike one to Hayden. What is going on here? Runner on first only. There we go. Matheny back in at first base. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. One ball, 0-2. To Hayden, Fugate on deck. Andy checks the runner, now comes home. Fouled away, another foul ball by these Eagles. Still 0-2. Andy pitches, runner goes. It's ball 1. Throw down to second, takes a weird hop, but a good job by Levi Anderson to back it up. So, good sequence there for Unity. Ball 1 and a stolen base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner moves into scoring position. Handy sets, checks the runner at second. Now he's coming home. Foul ball. Good at bat. Staying alive is Hayden. We're into our second hour of this one. He gets the sign. The runner falls down at second, and he is out at second. Okay, so there was obstruction. Sorry, I didn't have the camera move. The runner fell down. Well, didn't fall down. He was obstructed, tripped up by Levi Anderson at shortstop. And a conference near the mound. And the home plate umpire is who called the obstruction. The field umpire was inside of that. I don't think he was watching, and I certainly hadn't. I wasn't watching either. But regardless, the Pirates thought they threw him out at second because he had tripped and fallen. But instead, it's obstruction, so he gets to go to third base. And now. Count still 1-2. See what this does to the psyche of the Pirates here. 1-2. Grounded, foul. Just fighting that one off. And my goodness, Hayden, that's probably the fourth foul ball with 2 strikes that he's had. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Heck of an at-bat here. Quality at-bat, we'll call it. Adam pitches, swing and a miss, and he wins the battle. Great effort there by Hayden, but he can't make contact and get that runner in. Isaiah Fugate now with the fireworks in the first inning. 2-run dinger, reached on an error and flew out to left field subsequently. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He was going for it again. Dane not nearly as deep as we've seen him in center field. Here's the pitch. That one gets away. This is going to lead to a run. That pitch was way out. And that's Nadu coming across for a run. And it's 1-1 to Fugate, so 10-3 here. There's the pitch, popped up really high. Might be a tougher play for Ryder with all of the wind, and he reaches up and grabs it for out number 2. There's a guy with his lights on in the parking lot. If he could kindly turn those off, that'd be fantastic. Bennett Mitchell now bats with 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Grantsburg looking to get win number 2 on the day and win number 11 on the season in conference. Strike 1. This is Mitchell. Mitchell singled, struck out, singled and struck out, looking twice. This is a ground ball. Levi Anderson at short, the throw to first, and Grantsburg is victorious here in game number 2. They win 10-3 in 7 innings. So that is going to do it here in game number 2. The Pirates, again, conference champs. They're now 11-0 on the season. I'll throw up the standings here. Unity falls to 2-9 overall. Grantsburg 11-0 with the sweep here today. Congrats to the Grantsburg Pirates on their conference championship. 1 game to go to make it an undefeated season in the conference. And they won the first one 21-1, the second one 10-3 here on a blustery Monday afternoon into evening. We're going to wrap this thing up. The threat of rain is imminent, and we're having trouble picking up a pencil off the ground, so we just need to call it quits. So for my dad, Tom Rombach, my name is Bob Rombach. Thank you for watching high school baseball here on We Are Grantsburg and We Are Unity, both part of the We Are Network. Have a great night, everybody.
Power finally took off.